Here's 3 tips to help you teach your child to ride a bike. Number 1, using a balance bike. Number 2, teaching them to pedal. Number 3, their first solo ride. And 4th, a bonus tip at the end of the video. Let's get started. Tip number 1, using a balance bike. I did not want to jump on the bandwagon of the balance bike, mainly because I didn't come up with the idea, but it is a genius idea and has done wonders for our 2 oldest kids. As soon as our kids were old enough to walk, we would put a helmet on them and put them on a balance bike.
Hi, lady.
We chose to go with the Strider brand. It actually moves, it adjusts the seat, and it also adjusts the handlebars. A balance bike, it's where they'll actually learn the balance that they need. Helps them learn how to control the bike themselves and to control their body. It's amazing to see them go from just standing above the bike while they're walking to sitting on the seat, and then finally running with the bike and eventually picking their feet up and just letting the bike coast by themselves. It takes time to help your child to learn how to do a Strider bike. So I would give them opportunities to ride it as much as they possibly could. Make sure to buy a Strider bike first. Step 2, teaching them how to pedal. So there's 2 different methods that I've seen people use to teach their kids how to pedal. One is to get a trike. So it's a little bit different than a bike. They'll actually learn how to rotate the pedals like they need to, but it doesn't take away that balance aspect that they learned from the balance bike. I chose not to do this, mainly because my kids' legs were too short and they could never reach the pedals on a trike. Also, I didn't want to spend the money on a trike. Instead, I used time. What I did is I got them on a pedal bike, and then I would walk beside them and I would hold their foot on the pedal and I would make them actually pedal. I was pushing, but I was making sure that we were only going as fast as their pedaling would take them. So it would get in their head that I have to pedal, 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 pedal. And that took a lot of time. Probably like 3 weeks, maybe even a month of me running alongside Sunny until finally one day it just clicked. And you can see here that then Sunny all of a sudden was able to pedal by herself. Tip number 3, their first solo ride. It is crucial that this is a great experience for them. So what I did is I helped the child get on the bike by holding onto the handlebar and holding onto the seat. But the key here is because from the balance bike, they already know how to balance. I didn't actually hang onto the bike the whole time. That actually does the child a disservice. So instead, what I did is I would get them started by holding on to the back of the bike. But then from there, I would put my hand on the small of their back. The reason why I put it there is 3 purposes. 1, so the child is actually balancing the bike, not me. 2, I put it there so that I can help propel them forward. And 3, so that if they get into a sticky situation and I need to remove them from the bike, I have the capability because I can grab their shirt, grab their sweatshirt, whatever, and pull them from the bike. I've done this with neighbor kids, I've done this with nieces and nephews, and I've done it with, of course, my own kids. And this is one key that has seemed to help the children to have it click in their head that, oh yeah, this is just like a balance bike and I need to control the balancing. Now my bonus tip, introducing your child to risk over time, but in a controlled environment. We did things like taking them swimming, having them jump off the side of the pool, having them jump off even higher parts of the pool. We had them go surfing with us. We had them try to go water skiing by themselves. Slowly, over time, we have introduced our children to risky things, but in a controlled environment. I want them to learn how to overcome fear, how to overcome discouragement, how to overcome failure. Because as my mom always said, life's hard and then you die. So again, the 3 tips are: tip number 1, using a balance bike. Tip number 2, teaching them to pedal. Tip number 3, their first solo ride. And the bonus tip, introducing your child to risk over time. All of these things require you to spend time with your child. And that's the whole purpose of this channel, is to help you come up with ideas to spend time with your kids and be the best parent you can be. And hopefully in turn, I can learn how to be a better parent also. If you agreed or disagreed with anything, leave a comment down below and help us to grow our community so that we can all grow together to be the best parents we can, to raise the best kids we can. Thank you. Enjoy some of these other videos. Have a great day. The Wasdens. Daniel was in the lion's den, with an S on the end.